we have a plane that, of course, is centered on the target. In this case, the target is Mars. Of course, we don't want to hit the bullseye because this is a capture mission. We want to target this point very close to a northern latitude and very close.
Mars orbit insertion burn has finished, and we are awaiting confirmation from the Deep Space Network tracking stations that they have locked on to the spacecraft.
Len, we've got a healthy spacecraft in Mars orbit, and we're go for aero braking.
Roger, I copy that. Couldn't be better. Couldn't be better. Thank you very, very much.
We want to find out as much about the surface and the atmosphere and the climate and its history on the surface of Mars, because what we want to do is pick a spot on Mars which we believe is the spot that was most likely to have had life develop if it ever developed on Mars. We want to then eventually send a lander with a roving vehicle to move around in that area and collect a small sample, and then we'll send another mission to bring that sample back to the Earth to analyze it, much like Earth scientists did with the Mars rock last summer, to determine whether life ever started on Mars. So Mars Global Surveyor's role in this is to determine as much about the surface and the climate history of Mars as we possibly can, to pick that landing site.
All systems appear to be in good shape after the 22-minute...
It's our first time back at Mars from orbit in over 20 years, and I think what it'll allow us to do is get much higher resolution images and much better information on the surface and atmosphere of Mars than we've ever had before. So our highest resolution camera can see things as small as 5 feet across, which is about the size of an automobile or smaller. In fact, we may even be able to see the Mars Pathfinder on the surface from orbit. So we're really looking forward to a whole set of new data. The instruments are much better than they were 20 years ago, and the resolution, the kinds of things we can see, is much, much improved.
That information is going to be extremely valuable in determining the existence and magnitude of the planet's magnet.
What we're doing on these robotic missions is essentially proving out a lot of the technology. The things that we have to do to land on Mars, to fly into orbit around Mars, are all the things we'll have to do with humans on board. Of course, there's some additional things as well. In fact, we're working with our colleagues from the human exploration part of NASA, and we're laying out plans for human exploration of Mars early in the next century.